What's going on? This is just going to be a really quick video before I get up this mountain here. Had some things on my mind this morning. Was even dreaming about it. Figured go ahead and make a video. So I come from a place where my experiences pushed me to have a deep depth of hate for everyone without discrimination. Um, Everyone. There was no one who was above my hate. And it was because in my naivety, I would do things that I thought people wanted and do things that I thought was, my way of showing love, and just catastrophic event after catastrophic event would just keep happening to me to the point where I just didn't understand. And I figured the best thing that I could do is to remove myself from society completely, because it has to be me. There's no way that I there's no way that you can see someone and try to show them love, and no matter what it is that you do, there's just gonna be something about you that causes this person to not receive the love that you're trying to share, but to instead find hate. And for me, it led to so much anger and so much pain that I just stopped. I I shut down, went into my a shell. And I want to share this message for anyone who's in that space, that mental state where maybe for years of your life you've shown love to people, had it rejected, had it matched with pain, and now you're done showing love. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna say it again. I get it. I really, really do. But here's what I want you to understand. We're traversing through mental states. And a mental state is a space that you occupy within this alternative space that is predicated on your beliefs. Your beliefs affix you to a mental state. And then this world shows you a mirror of the mental state that you're in, because the mental state that you're in has to bear fruit. Everyone is traversing through mental states. The I am presence is recognizing itself through the mental states that we occupy. Now, because we live within the body of God, all mental states exist. There is an infinite number of mental states that we can occupy. Understand this: you are not the mental state that you occupy. You may have had beliefs that have been beaten into you. You may have had experiences that you believe have broken you, shattered who you thought you were supposed to be. But that's not true. Your soul is indestructible. And that's why this game that the I am presence is playing continues to go. And if you're looking at the events that happen within a body of God, which allows for all things to be possible, If you're looking at events and assigning judgments to them and saying, oh, because this event took place in a space where all things are possible, I can't. I can't do this. I can't move forward. I can no longer create because something that has been created bothers me. Does that make sense? You are not the mental state that you found yourself in, whether it was wittingly or unwittingly. Now, when you find yourself in a destructive mental state, understand if you've been occupying that state for a while and now you suddenly come out of it, so you've been in a place where, justified or not justified, you've hated everyone. And now you've tuned up the frequency a bit because love and hate are the same vibrations, just different rates. So you've increased the rate of your hate to the point where, oh man, you're starting to feel love for everyone and everything around you, right? That hate is dissipated, right? Understand that the layer of your world, while your internal state may change like that, the layer of your world takes time. So if you've been bouncing between the cycle of hating everyone, trying to show love, getting nothing but hate back, going back to hating everyone, this is how you break the cycle. Stop looking at the layer of your world and saying that, oh, if it doesn't change immediately, that you can't continue to move forward. These things take time. And when you're in your mind, in the mental space, it can happen immediately. You make a change, you're no longer in a mental state. This world of after effects, thoughts that have already gone out, is going to reflect the state previously. It's going to challenge you. So you're not in that state anymore. Prove it. And if you don't pass that test, you can find yourself falling backwards into that state that you just came out of. The best, or the example that comes to my mind, is Sodom and Gomorrah. That story in the Bible where the town Sodomites were, acting wild, doing all this crazy stuff, and God tells Lot to get his family together. He's about to destroy the city, so go ahead and you dip. Tells him not to look back, right? And what's Lot's wife do when they're leaving and destruction is happening? She looks back and turns into a pillar of salt. You are Lot's wife. You are Lot. Every character in the Bible is a mental state that you can and likely will fall into, if not this life, then in another. But these are all allegories containing universal truths. And the story, Lot's wife looking back, turning into a pillar of salt, that's you. When you get out of your mental state, if the chaos around you, because right when your mental state was creating a whole world that fueled its existence, right? And now you're changing that. There's gonna be chaos in that. There's gonna be some ripples from that, right? And if you're not rooted in your new state of being, You who look back at your previous state, it's easy for you to be destroyed. Find yourself in a space where you're locked. And then the cycle continues. I hope something that I said helps you. It's not easy to love when you don't see it being returned to you. It's not. But that's the call. If through you, God being you, He can forgive sin, He can love unconditionally, then your sins will be forgiven. You'll be loved unconditionally. It's a belief. And it's not a surface level belief, something that you just say and repeat. No, it's a core belief. Your core beliefs create the mental states that you occupy. What do you believe? This is the Spark.